Is it possible to legally stay in the Emirates without working? Or live in a modern metropolis and enjoy the beaches with only one contract from a foreign company? Well, yes, it's possible. Just keep your eyes and ears peeled because I'm about to show you how for every type of visa available in the Emirates. That's something you rarely find in open sources. Hi, I'm Daria from Garant Business Consultancy. Whether it's work or freelance or even a golden visa, we got you covered. Let's get started. Investor Visa. With it, you can secure your business, protect your assets, and establish a backup plan in one of the world's wealthiest and safest countries. This visa grants you full residency status, the right to repatriate profits, and unrestricted access to banking services. The key requirement is your willingness to invest capital in the UAE economy. The simplest way to obtain a 2-year or 5-year investor visa, depending on your investment amount, is by purchasing real estate worth at least $200,000. Commercial properties or those under construction are not eligible. The ones that are include apartments, serviced residences, townhouses, villas, offices, and even hotel rooms. This investment grants you a 2-year residency status, which can be renewed indefinitely. The downside is that the visa will be cancelled if you stay outside the UAE for longer than 180 days without a valid reason. Another option is a 3-year visa. It's available if you own shares in a mainland company, which simply means it is registered outside of UAE's free economic zones. The shares have to be worth at least $200,000 and represent at least 10% in its authorized capital. If you are planning to stay and operate in the UAE long term, then this visa is the magic key to success in the country with exceptional opportunities for foreign investors. Investing in real estate requires substantial capital. So now let's explore the option of a work visa. A work visa is issued to foreigners seeking employment in the UAE, but only at the request of a legally operating company. The process is straightforward. Your employer acts as a sponsor, and your role is to keep your side of the contract exclusively for the company that invited you. All the legal paperwork is handled by your employer according to UAE regulations. Once approved, you have 60 days to sign your contract, obtain your Emirates ID, and complete any remaining formalities. A standard work visa is typically issued for 2 years with the possibility of renewal depending on your employment contract. If your contract is ongoing and you wish to continue working with your current employer, you can extend your visa. Alternatively, you can notify your employer and use the notice period, typically up to 3 months, to secure your new job and transfer your visa to a new sponsor. However, if your visa has already expired, you are granted a grace period of 30 days to renew it or leave the country. A work visa is the easiest legal route for skilled professionals. It provides stability, reduces financial strain thanks to employer sponsorship, and opens doors to career growth in the international companies. Relatively recently, in 2019, the UAE introduced the Golden Visa program, a comprehensive equivalent of a residence permit. This program is designed for those who change the world: investors, entrepreneurs, highly qualified specialists, and professionals of exceptional skill. It's called Golden for a reason. This visa allows its holder to reside in the UAE permanently without being tied to a specific emirate. And that's far from its only advantage. This visa is issued for 5 or 10-year period. It grants access to the best schools and universities for your children, an opportunity to start and run a business, to enjoy the banking services, and to obtain special health insurance. Most importantly, your family also benefits from this privilege, receiving long-term residency visas. Several categories of applicants qualify for the Golden Visa. The first category includes investors who purchase real estate worth at least $600,000. The property can still be under construction or financed through a mortgage. The second category includes entrepreneurs with an authorized capital of at least $150,000 or startups approved by business incubators. The program also covers outstanding scientists, students, specialists in rare professions, athletes, influencers, culture figures, and healthcare workers. Your recognized achievements of significant contribution to UAE's economic development will always be highly valued. The Golden Visa is a prime example, grants its holder unrestricted rights to live, work, and grow anywhere in the UAE. The Emirates doesn't just create opportunities for big business, it also caters to those who work for themselves. We are talking about the Freelance Visa. No need to be tied to a company or even have a sponsor. It's a full-fledged work visa with all the advantages it offers to independent professionals. The Freelance Visa is valid for 1 year, and while there are no minimum income requirements, you do need to prove your financial stability. Additionally, you will need to obtain the appropriate license. The process of getting a freelance license is similar to registering a company and is done in one of the free economic zones, depending on the field of work. The key difference is that freelancers are not required to have an office and the license itself is cheaper. Plus, a freelance work permit issued in a specific free zone is valid throughout the entire UAE. So if you get a license in Abu Dhabi but want to work in Dubai, you can. No extra permit required. Although you cannot hire employees with this visa, you are allowed to sponsor your close family members. This type of visa is particularly popular among professionals in creative, media, and tech fields, as it can be obtained based on the portfolio and signed contracts without the need to establish a company. This is another way the UAE aims to attract not only wealthy investors, but also talented professionals who value freedom, comfort, and independence, and who values freedom even more. Remote workers, aka digital nomads. They choose their place of residence carefully, and UAE authorities have embraced the global trend by offering a digital nomad visa to attract intellectual talent. This type of visa is perfect for those who work remotely, allowing you to live in the UAE without being tied to local employers. However, not only freelancer qualifies for this visa. First, your monthly income must be at least $3,000, proven by a bank statement and payslip. Second, you will need a letter and a contract from a foreign company confirming your remote job. If you work with multiple clients, you must verify your status as a sole proprietor or self-employed individual. In both cases, you must demonstrate that you have been working for at least 1 year. The visa is issued for 1 year, which, considering their frequent lifestyle changes, is a fairly long period. If you decide to stay longer, you can extend your visa by proving that your remote work continues. It may sound like a dream, but with the digital nomad visa, you can live and enjoy all the luxury of the Emirates, even if your work has nothing to do with this country. And families have been included as well. The UAE offers a sponsor visa or a dependent visa. This visa can be obtained by close family members of a UAE resident, children, parents, spouses, or even domestic staff. The application for a dependent visa is submitted by the sponsor, who can be an expat officially employed in the country, an investor, a business, or a property owner. The key requirement is that the sponsor holds valid residency in the Emirates. Additionally, they must have a residence permit, an Emirates ID, certified documents proving family ties, and a minimum monthly income of around $1,500 without housing arrangements or $800 with provided accommodation to demonstrate the ability to support family members. The visa duration typically matches the length of the sponsor's visa. Once it expires, the sponsored individual has 30 days to apply for renewal. The UAE has made the visa process for families as simple as possible, ensuring comfortable living conditions for everyone. And one final note: if you haven't obtained your Emirates ID, regardless of your visa type, you can forget about your visa benefits. It's a mandatory document for all citizens and residents of the UAE. Emirates ID is the equivalent of an identity card, which is essential for accessing government services and facilities. Living and working in a country without it is illegal. So remember that it is mandatory to obtain this document if you want to Open bank accounts, enroll in leading schools and universities, receive high-quality medical services in public and private clinics, rent long-term housing, obtain a driving license, and also enjoy zero income and dividend tax. Having this so-called passport from another country certainly won't hurt. Moreover, starting 2024, a new service called Biometric Self-Enrollment Station is available. You can quickly register your biometric data and get your Emirates ID in just a few minutes through self-service kiosks that operate 24/7. That's how quickly we reviewed the types of visas, the conditions and benefits in the UAE. If you have any questions about visas or the application process itself, let us know and we will handle the rest. The Emirates offer a unique environment both for work and life, from convenient freelance visas to long-term golden visas for investors and their families. Comment below which visa seems most suitable for you. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to learn even more about living and doing business in the UAE. It was Daria from Garant Business Consultancy. See you soon. Mashallah.